It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mackey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Andrews, the tight end, in motion. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
This is taken at the 18. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That ball caught by his rookie wideout.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Back to throw now on 1st down.
A pass complete to Odunze.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Up the middle, here's Pirine.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Trying for it with Pirine.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Bullard flushed it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's Perine again on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Perine going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Bullard. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears. From 3 yards out.
And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. Mackey. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Davis now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
And that's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Davis throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Young.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Davis.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Bullard firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bullard.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Bullard. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line.
Hand off here for Pirine. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Perine again on second down.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And dropping it off underneath, here's Perine. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
In motion comes the tight end left. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bullard. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Davis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Davis. He finds his man. Complete. That's Young. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's short. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The tight end in motion right. Back to throw. Bullard. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Bullard
to Patterson, who brings it in across the middle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw. Bullard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here's Davis throwing to start the drive.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Davis now throwing after the interception. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the fifth time here today. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL.
All right, we will save the week one highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
They'll hand it to Pirine.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Looking to throw. Bullard. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Davis. Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
In motion right, that's Dell. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line, they stop him short.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Browns send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here's Pirine. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's short. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Rome Odunze.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears have opened the lead up to 30. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Davis throwing to start the drive. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Throwing on 2nd and long. Davis. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Davis.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now Davis from the gun on third down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And taken right on the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he will have the Bears first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Bullard.
To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. Hands it off out of the gun.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 4.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd and 4. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. Bullard got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. That'll give them 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Davis. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Davis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Off play action. Bullard. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looking to throw. Davis. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Gervon Dexter. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. In motion right, that's Harrison. Throwing on 2nd and long. Davis. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over.
The Bears offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2.
Back to throw. Bullard. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's a give up the middle. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Bears, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.